Friends, I am here again with a system unit. Our last system video went live. Those who missed it can watch it now. And at the same time, what did we explain? We talked about how to reach short, long, and long systems below 40. Today, if our ball is above the fourth diamond, I will explain which system I am using. Do you know why, my friends? They keep asking, and some are still asking. What I'm trying to say is this. I really know over 50 systems, but I've eliminated them among the ones Gokman uses, and I'm sharing with you the easiest systems to use. Today, you will see how easy it is. Like a baby in swaddle even they can hit. I will now tell you the scores of this system and then give you some examples with hitting techniques so that it completely enters our heads and brains. Yes, I'm giving the scores, my friends. This system is very simple. The name of this system is 15 systems. We always have a base of 15 points in our pocket. It's fixed. Let's call it the base score, and we have 15 points in our hand. Okay, friends? It's very simple, very simple. You don't need to see the bottom of the table. 10, 20, 30, 40. It's used up to 40. Would you use up to 50? Some people do, but I play with a different system after 50, and I will explain that too. Friends, now the 40 system, according to me, is the most difficult and critical place for a billiards player. These areas are difficult because the space is narrow, and you really need to hit the ball directly. You can use this system with the ball and without the ball, of course. You need to practice. Now I am giving the scores. First, I'm giving these. I'm giving my starting points. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, like this. And these are our landing points, which are also very simple. The same. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, like this. How? Why did you say 70 when you mentioned 40? Because I'm showing the scoring system. But I'm emphasizing again, you can use it up to the fourth diamond, up to 40. I've tried it up to 50, but you need to practice a lot. I'm saying again, but you need to practice a lot. 100%, not 99%. We got this part, landing points, starting point, and now I'm telling you where. We're talking about shooting points. Shooting points are also very easy. This is where the long and short bands meet. 0. This is where the long and short bands meet. 0. This is 5. This is 10, 15, 20, 25. But you don't use it up to there. Let me say it again. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, guys, it's quite simple. I'm trying to explain it in a simple way so that everyone can understand. Let's move on to the examples. Now, my friends, I mentioned that we're moving on to examples, and here we go. I said at the beginning of the explanation, we have a base score of 15, and I said we always use this 15. Now, first of all, in systems, especially for beginners, let me emphasize this. The most important thing is to put the arrival point in our pocket first. What is the arrival point? Is it 10, 20, 30? Yes, our balls are at 30. What does this mean? The ball is worth 30 points. Where am I? If it's 0, 10, 20, 30, then I'm looking right here in the corner. What happened here? It's 15. The balls are at 30, and you're at 15. Now the system begins. How do we make those 15 points? Do you know? Exit score plus 15. Base score. What does this mean? 15 plus 15 equals 30. What am I at? I'm at 30. Where do I need to shoot? My friends, it's very simple. 0, 15 plus 15, 30. So I place my ball exactly at 15, and then I shoot it to 0. Let's do another one, because those who know these positions know they are very critical places. Billiards players know this. Now, we find our position. What is it? Look, my arrival score is 25. Where am I starting from? 10. So 10 through 15. We put the ball score. What does it do to our starting point? 30? No. 25. Where are the balls? They are at 25. So we shoot to 0. Now, let's move on to another example, so that is understood well. The ball is at 40. And where am I? I'm at 20. 20 plus 15, 35. What's the arrival? 40. So 40, 35 out of 5. Now, 5. Let's move on to a more difficult example. Let it be difficult so that we understand the system better. This is a crazy system, really, 100%. My friends, where am I? I'm at 10. And what number are the balls? They are at 40. First, let's find 40. Where am I starting from? 10. So 10 plus 50, 25. What's at the other ball? 40. So 40, 25 or 15. 0, 5, 10, 15. You can do this in practice like this. Look, I'm doing it, and I'm also doing it as a master. Do you know where the shot is? Let me tell you. Fatih, do you shoot it later, or should I show it now? I'll show it later. I'm showing the shot now. From here, we shoot directly to the back cushion, my friends. Not to this band, I mean 15. Look, right here. Is it okay? Right here. As you can see, it's great. Okay? Can I give you another example of a position? You got Fatih. Look, you can do this. I'll show you how to use it. Okay?
Well, someone has said, I believe there is no system. I believe in this system 100%. My friends, this system is entirely based on mathematics and geometry. I've mentioned that.
Now, I'm explaining this to you. And I thank you all for your continuous comments. After every video, 30 or 40 comments have started to come in. Some comments are criticism, of course, but right now I'm trying to say this. Someone wrote that they believe there is no system in billiards. My friends, I respect that person's opinion. But my friends, how can there not be a system? Of course, there is a system. When I mentioned that the system is there to support you, I was talking about the places where you need to lean on. Look, geometry, mathematics, physics, they're all in there. Can billiards be crazy without a system? Of course, there is a system. Okay, Fatih. Now, for example, why am I showing you the balls? After my first system video, some people asked, are you only shooting without the ball? Now, I'm showing both the ball and ball-less usage. Look, we need to do this system. So what should we do now? Our ball is descending to 40. And when I look here, my count is 15. Look at this. Now with the right calculation method. I want to explain it to those who are beginners or at a lower level, how to get the angle. Now the descent is 40 and I'm at 15. I have the base score of 15, which makes it 30, 40, 30, 5 foot 10. Am I looking at 10? Yes, I am. 17 plus 15, 32. So 40, 32 by 8. Look. Did you see that, my friends? Can you see it? After calculating with the back of the billiards cue, we need to make sure of that point mathematically, my friends. Look, if I'm starting from 17 and I add 15, I get 32. So I'm collecting 17 with the base score of 15, which makes it 32. What does 40, 32 result in? 8. Do you see that? So where's my cue ball? It's at 8. So my target should be at 8, my friends. This is very nice, truly nice. Now what am I doing? I'm aiming at 8. This is how you use the system. Let's do one from outside the ball. Fatih, they should see it from there too.
How does it correspond to 40, Master?
Look, you are looking right here. Not exactly where the ball is, I'll show them this so they understand. This is where the ball lands, where the number 40 is. Now, let's move on to this example so that everyone understands everything. We're also using it here. We have a score of 40. I'm adding the exit score to the base score. So I collect the exit score with the base score. What does 40-35 equal? 5. Am I looking at 5? I'm aiming at 5 to not give you a hard time. I'm aiming at 5, so that's clear. Can you see it now? I'm adjusting it like this so that you can understand the exit method clearly. Can you see it? You can also use it here. I'm shooting from here. I found the score, which is 5. Now I'm shooting it at 5. It reached 40 exactly. Let me share an anecdote with you so that everyone understands it. When you look at the score, you should look at the back when making the shot, not from here. You need to look from the back. Understand this, okay? When you're here, it's 25, but when you look at it from here, it becomes 23, right? When you use the alignment method to find your position, you see that it should be right at the back of this cushion, giving you the rail. Look, it's 20, but when you look from here, it appears to be 18. Don't let this mislead you. You should focus on the back side of the cue ball, all right, friends? Now I'm going to show you something like this. Look, it's a spin shot. I call it the spin shot that Gökmen gave me. From here, see? It's right on the corner. Look, it's a corner spin shot. And this one here is a top spin shot. See, right here. I'm hitting from here. And after hitting the spot, look at the ball, and that's how you should hit it. I'm demonstrating the technique again. After hitting, it's as if our ball will go inside the cushion. Now, I can explain something to you. Now, look here, my friends. In the previous system, some have asked, Master, are some using the maximum spin, while others use the top spin for the bank shot? You're right. That's why I'm saying, my friends, the character and style of every billiard player are different, my friends. Believe me once, look, I'm telling hundreds of people, and I'll say it again. Don't limit yourselves based on your inner world. Every person has their own way of doing things. If, for instance, I find 8 in the point where Gökmen found it, and he hits 8 using his spin, you can use the system according to your style. Don't push yourselves too hard. Don't think, I need to hit 8. You can hit 6 or 7, depending on your style. You can even hit 10 if you're using the maximal spin. I'm trying to explain that. You can reach the score based on your own style as long as you reach the final score. You can be 1 point below or 1 point above, depending on how you are. For me, it's exactly 8. But I worked hard to find that. But don't insist that you have to use the top spin, because if you do, you might hit 1 point below, like 7, and they won't give you a medal. You'll be happy as long as you reach the score. I'm sending you my regards and love, hoping to meet you in another system video. Kisses to all of you. We are now online with a brand new concept that has never been tried before in billiards and that you cannot find anywhere else. Direction, talent, harmony, psychology, system, technique, everything about billiards. We are sailing to a brand new horizon with the advice of experienced professional billiard players to beginners. We are going on this journey together. You can subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and recommend them to your friends. Thank you.